Hey everybody, Rhadamant here. Thanks for tuning in to Stellaris Children of Adam. So, what do we have going on here? We left off with the new Volart Khanate forming into a formal faction while we annexed Star Realm, realizing that we will not be able to annex as Tani Horde because they are a devourer or devouring swarm and really can't be conquered that way. Alright, well, what I'm going to do, I'll keep it paused for just a moment. What I want to do at the start of this episode is find a new target. So, Zanami is looking good to me, but they're currently in a war with the Estani. Everybody's at the war with the Estani. Yeah, I am going to have to find some sort of enemy that is not currently at war and subjugate them. You know, demanding oh, here we go. I can demand tribute from you. You know, how about I just go straight for the Khanate, right? So, yeah, I'm going to demand tribute from the Khanate. I'm going to get ready for a full-on Khanate war, because that sounds really good to me. So I think what I'm going to need to do first is to position my ships.
System survey complete.
Trying to get them repaired up as much as I can. Ooh, a Colossus project. I probably will. Oh, and Galactic Wonders. Oh boy. Okay, I'm gonna do Galactic Wonders first because that would please Mother Curie. But the Colossus project sounds pretty good to me. We all ended up in this mess because we nuked our own home. Alright, I want to stay rivals with you. You don't want to be rivals with me? That's your problem. Alright, so we have our Titans. They just rolled off the line. I'm going to tell my Titans to merge with the original fleets. And then...
transmission.
Oh, you're trying to butter me up? I will take your stuff, but I am not going to accept whatever
the spirits have granted
agreement
us
is coming
wisdom.
next. That's just not going to happen. Alright, taking a look. Ring World technology looks pretty awesome, but I'm actually going to do advanced afterburners because I want my ships to be able to move fast. In a large-scale war with the Khanate, movement speed is very, very important. I also kind of feel like I turned the volume down a little bit too much. I know you all were complaining about loud volume and bad UI, so I scaled up the UI, so the UI is a little bit more legible. And then I lowered the volume. Oh, so another thing I wanted to do, the Star Realm here. Let's go ahead and transfer some systems to them. So I want to transfer Meredith and Ejax and not Terminal Egress or the Black Hole system. Alright, and then I want to transfer Dweeb, or Threemora, rather. And this is just so that my empire size, as you can see up here, 224 is my current sprawl, and it will go down every time I transfer a system. So I'm transferring systems that I don't much care for, and now it's 222. That might be all I really want to transfer to them. Although I could, no, I'm not going to give them Eternal Horizon. The thing is, I don't want to give them a RAM. A RAM has a lot of resources, or... So, yeah, that might be all that I transfer to them. I'm looking around to see if there's other things to transfer to other people. So I own Jasmac. Oh, I can't transfer that to anyone.
Construction complete.
No, there's really nothing else. Okay, so we have a new tradition. Base trade protection for trade routes up to 5. Yeah, I'm not going to need a federation. I can do this alone. And then, this is all the trading systems. The Khanate just closed the borders to me. No surprise there. I would do it too. So I'm sending everybody over to Adam because what I will do is upgrade my ships once I get there.
System survey complete.
we have jump drives, and I would be a fool not to take advantage of them.
Construction
All right,
complete.
and then another thing is, let's go ahead and start to annex the... let's go to Oxymon first, because that has nanites. So nanites is another new rare resource here. I have only one nanite, because I just got it from Terminal Egress. But they allow you to yeah, they open a lot of different construction and research perks once you own some nanites. So definitely going to get myself some nanites. Alright, at this point I have to go into Ship Designer and start to redesign some of these older ships, because we are able to do jump drives now. And impulse thrusters and tachyon sensors. And I will keep the evasion. Now the only unfortunate thing is I don't have any Zro. So I can't use my sonic shields, because that would require Zro. So it sucks to have amazing shields that I am not able to actually use. The Maya class ships, we actually don't field any destroyers. Our fleets are corvettes, cruisers, battleships. So I don't need to redesign that. I'm going to throw in the Marauder missiles, because these Swarmer missiles just aren't... I never really leveled them up. Jump drives, impulse. And then for these cruisers, let's do chance to hit. And those are the Electron class ships. And then we have the battleships here. Let's give them a Tachyon Lance and a bunch of proton launchers. So we do really particularly bad shield damage, but I think it fits the roleplay better. And we'll do ship range for them. Alright. And then our Titans will also need to get jump drives, but that's about it. And they're also proton launchers. Okay. And the cost of these refits is steep, but not something I'm worried about. I'm going to spend it anyway.
Construction complete.
Alright, so Marty's fleet is getting retooled. And then Tectus will get retooled. And we are ready to start ripping up our neighbors. Alright, here's a colony ship. This colony ship... Or I was sending this to Gerard, right? Yeah, I do believe that's true. Alright, and then Tectus here is even the Dragon Slayer, so that should be fun. Alright, Oxymon's been grabbed. It'll just keep annexing all that up there.
Have been improved.
Let's see. There's a drill rampage.
Situation log updated.
Sure, I will stop the drill. It's not that hard to do, because I have a construction ship right there. Alright, so Marty's fully upgraded. I'm going to head to the border between me and the Conet. I could just squash these, yeah, I'm going to just squash the Atheli Commerce League as well while I'm at it. Roll 2 enemies into 1. Alright, Tectus is almost ready. And then the real advantage here is I'm going to have jump drives, and every single ship in my fleet has jump drives. So the disadvantage of jump drives, for 200 days after
ships have been improved.
After you jump, oh, there was one ship that didn't get improved.
Have been improved.
So here I'll use the jump drives. I'll jump to Elthier. So you can just warp to anywhere within this circle, this dotted circle, dashed circle. It's not dotted. But then for 200 days, you are at reduced fleet strength. So as you can see here, fleets are identical, but one is a lot weaker than the other because I just jumped. It gives you the
spirits have
opportunity
granted us new wisdom.
to asymmetrically expand your territory, which is really, really cool. So, let's just get the low-hanging autocannons. So, for instance, I could send my construction ships to jump to these systems and annex them, whereas no one else can go through there because the Fallen Empire here won't allow it. So, there's definitely some tangible benefits to jump drives other than the fact of strategy. Alright, so it looks to me like some of my worlds need some jobs. Let's take a look. We don't have a lot of rare crystals, and the glow was sort of the world that we were setting up to be all... you know, I could do Psycore here. Yeah, maybe I'll do Psycore. Instead of a synthetic... I'll do synthetic crystals. I'll just keep that in the theme. Alright, all the other worlds, let's do a quick check. So, Richter, you need... Well, there. Here, you're good. Very good. Almost too many jobs. Isolde, you need some more housing. Okay, let's build a housing district. Layla, you need soon housing, but I'm not that worried about it yet. I'm going to build a temple there. And then this colony ship will go to the habitable section A. Ooh, you know what? I'm going to wait until they get here, because I need to figure out a Children of Adam
The spirits
name,
have granted
I
us
guess.
new wisdom.
Okay, I already got it. Colonized planet, you are going to be... Oops. Foster. More physics research from researchers. So, matter decompressor would be awesome, not gonna lie. But I don't know if it's the top choice. I'll start researching these Dyson Sphere and all these other galactic wonders. Alright. The cooldown is only 50 days. So here's what I'm going to do. Declare rivalry. And demand tribute. And demand tribute. Actually, these guys will willingly become my tributes, which is sort of funny to me. Alright, and then the Albanians. I can't demand tribute because they're already a tribute. So I just demand a tribute from the Khanate here. And now I can make them a
The
tributary.
crusade of the righteous begins.
That's a big fight. That is a big fight. Alright, actually, Marty, do you have the... Yeah, you have the army in tow. Let's go to Yaman, because that's a planet that has people. And then Tectus will go north to Ukalian, or whatever it's called. You guys are not my... Yeah, you're my rebels now. Cool. Now, it's very likely that the enemies here are going to use the L-gate systems to move their ships around if they have an L-gate in their territory. Let's see. Do they have an L-gate? I'm not entirely sure they have an L-gate in their territory, actually. Which is honestly a little surprising. Just going to throw that out there. I'm actually surprised by that. Okay, well, whatever. And that's not an issue. 216 years old? Oh, man, you're old. Alright, so we're about to get into some fights here. So I'm going to pay for... I'm never going to think about it. I'm going to pay for all of my ships to be stronger in all ways because I have the rare resources to do it. And then what I'll do is I'll buy a few extra rare resources just to supplement so I don't dip below any required levels or whatever. Alright. Now, it's too bad I haven't been able to find Zro. Oh, gaseous fuel just ran out too. I'll get that too. And education campaign. Alright, and you know what? I have a ton of food as well. I really could be using this to spread populations. So let's do that. Okay, so I have that on every world. Just doing a quick check of all of my worlds.
Complete.
Alright, so here we are. This is what a battle looks like. I'm going to slow it down. My long-range battleships slamming the station here before even the small guys can even get there. Very effective fighters, for sure. I like these fleets. I mean, they're not normally what I would use because just not a huge fan of missile tech. But I don't know, it's been fun. It has indeed been fun.
Heretic fleet detected.
Alright, so they have a fleet. Oh god, that fleet is puny. Why is your fleet so puny? I thought this was going to be a fight. So for me to,
Heretic station engaged.
for lack of a better term, make them my tributary,
Heretic station engaged.
I really have to do a whole lot of damage. I have to pummel them into the dirt. And I'm totally down to do that. Alright. Let's get more engineering research from researchers. I already have a ruined ring world, so I don't really need to focus on the ring world tech. In fact, aren't I rehabbing some of my ring world? Where am I looking? Gerard. Yeah, this section's being fixed up. And then, of course, I've got the Children Atom Science Hub at home. I would love to turn that, upgrade that a little bit more, but it needs a ton of alloy. All of these massive projects need alloy like you would not believe.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
Alright, so we are just
Our
system hopping.
champions have secured a heathen planet.
And right now, I have Marty's fleet
We are spreading
shutting
our
down
faith to a new world.
shutting down their tributary. The vassal that they have.
Special project complete.
Alright, another thing I could do is...
Heretic fleet
I kind of actually wanted to
engaged.
save up my alloys for those mega projects, so maybe I won't. But let's do farming and production increases so that I can sell that and, yeah, make a little bit more scratch. Their fleets here are just disappearing. My fleets are just too strong.
Construction
As you can see,
complete.
just poof. You no longer exist. Alright, so the Shroud's available. Reaching in, and I now have living metal.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Very, very cool.
Construction complete.
So I have living metal tech. I don't have, however, any living metal in my empire that I know of. That is another rare resource. As you can see, here it is, living metal. But I don't think I haven't discovered any systems with living metal. Nor have I Zro, which is unfortunate, because Zro is really important to spiritualists. But, you know, can't win them all. Alright, I'm going to tell everybody that all of my tributaries that Tectus fleet is taking point, and not Marty. And that way, if they have fleets, they're going to preferentially rally to Tectus. Not that I think I need the backup, but at least it tells... the real advantage of this, I would say, is my tributes. If they send their fleets just willy-nilly into the heart of the
System
continent,
survey complete.
and they get themselves destroyed, that actually adds to the war score of my enemies. So it's better if I tell my tributes where to go, because it stops them from getting themselves killed, is sort of my my thinking on that.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
All right. So Tectus here doesn't have an army behind him. It would be smart to field another army.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Yeah, honestly, that would be a really smart thing to do, but Tectus will just be a territory capture, fleet. Maybe I will start to get... What do you need? You need low-tier employment. Let's just throw a research institute at you. Hope that you stop complaining. Really soon the glow is going to be maxed out. I'm running out of districts here entirely. Checking in on other worlds, making sure that they are all on the up and up. And I'm just trying to get ahead of their expansion. Curie, you're going to need some jobs, aren't you? Let's see, what can I add to Curie? You have a generated district, so maybe a stock exchange, and that will be good for now. Megaton, we need more jobs, so let's upgrade our forges to be bigger. I know I was originally making a... Ooh, here's a 11k Connate fleet. I'm excited. That's a fight for once. Alright, so I'm going to tell my fleet to chase down that Con fleet. Now, they're still a fourth of my size,
the
but
apostates are after our spaceport.
It's not nothing. The larger the enemy fleet, the more war score I get for squishing it. So I'll watch that fight once I'm in it. Oh, I'm in it already. Slowing down time. So this is what a big battle looks like. As you can see, my long-range lasers and, more or less, they were mostly destroyed before I even closed the gap with my corvettes. Yep. Poof, they're gone. I didn't even lose a single ship. Not even a single ship. That's how much I squished them. So there's a psionic entity here, probably through this natural wormhole. My ship at Bagel here is going to start to jump that way. Alright, Marty, you are going to finish capturing the tribute here. And then... guess I can collapse my star bases. I haven't really been adding. The idea was to maybe add a psionic army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16. Alright, that will be a pretty decent army. If you look at the war score here, obviously, as you can see, I'm the attacker, they're the defenders. I am clearly winning. Admin capacity just went up. The Ascension theory would be awesome, so it doesn't really matter what else is being offered. That unlocks a new Ascension perk, so that's kind of a no-brainer. Alright, I have my science ship jumping to Jundius, so I'm just going to have to follow it. Let me speed time back up. And I would say, other than Brachium, the Alvanian entity is now fully captured. Okay, healthcare campaign ended, and what else ended? Declare Saint. I got that too. My influence is at a 0, just about, but that's okay. I don't need too much more influence. What I was going to do is try to get... Yeah, I'm trying to build up my alloys.
One of our stations is beset by enemies.
Is it now? Trying to figure out what station they're trying to take. I have no idea. Alright, so let's go to Brachium, and then we'll start capturing territory in their territory.
Construction complete.
I don't think these guys have much of a fleet left. I can actually sort of check. So let's unlock that, because there's nothing else to unlock. So I can sort of check by looking at their strength, so their fleet power, economic power, and tech level. Their fleet power is pathetic, meaning they really don't have any fleets.
Construction
The only
complete.
fleet they really had, I squished with no casualties.
Construction complete.
I am going to continue annexing stuff over here. All of my secondary army just got done recruiting. So they're all going to rally or rendezvous with Adam, and then we will send them all here. This ship, I want to research that anomaly. So the fastest way to do this, I would say, is probably to start jumping to towards the black hole. Once you jump, you are a little slower, but not a big price to pay. The Wolf Brigade, you should be following Marty, shouldn't you? Oh, are you already? No, you're not. There we go.
Construction complete.
Alright, Tectus here. Captured pretty much everything up to the north. And we're going to slowly choke out. I mean, they have a lot of territory for me to capture. And a lot of planets for me to invade, but we'll slowly choke them out. Once we get the Khanate, there's the Albanian, Aztani rather, horde that really won't pose much of a threat. But we have to, the unfortunate thing is we have to actually physically capture their territory because they're a devouring horde. But yeah, the galaxy is toppling like a house of cards at this point, I would say. Alright, so here at the Glow, we are going to have some unemployment. And one of the ways to combat this is either I can switch the jobs at the planet, which might not be a terrible idea. What am I? I'm making a lot of exotic gases. So I could switch one of these gas extraction wells with a oh, that's a research institute? Oh, that was kind of dumb. Let me replace this institute with just a lab. So never mind. Research institute allows you to... Yeah, it's the wrong thing. I don't know. I could explain it. But basically, that's the thing that makes other research labs more effective. But an institute alone is not a good investment. Foster's about to be colonized. Let's take a look at, oops, wrong planet. At this ring section, 1,000 days left, so I'm going to leave it for a bit. Slowly building up my,
Construction complete.
my wealth. Alright, so they have another fleet. There's a 9K fleet here. Tectus just lost one Corvette. But let's chase down this fleet that is recapturing some stuff.
The faithful have claimed a new world.
Foster just got claimed. Hello, Foster. And Ringworld's a little bit different than other worlds. As you can see here, I have commercial segments and research segments. They add a huge amount of housing and a lot of jobs. They're not... So these worlds aren't... They don't mimic, you know... In any way, they do not mimic what you would expect out of a regular planet. And I've decided to focus on research.
Construction complete.
Let's see here. I want to activate it. Okay. I still have a cooldown? I guess I do. Oh, this was a big fleet battle that I kind of missed because I am squishing them so fast. Actually, it wasn't even... Marty wasn't even supposed to... That's kind of funny.
Complete. The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, what to do here? Let's get battleship costs reduced. I am going to kill the Sonic Entity because I can. And I'll show you that fight too. Alright, so here's the Sonic Entity. They've destroyed a few Corvettes, but now they're dead. I'll reinforce the fleet. And let's go to Zerk here. This army that I've got going on, I'm going to start jumping my way over to the Navy, to Tectus. And then I can survey up the Sonic Entity. I do have... Okay, so there was a survey there. I've surveyed it. I wasn't even sure what it was. Let's send... Actually, I'm just going to disband that ship entirely and put that scientist in control of my scientist that aids Adam, because he's skill level 9. So the amount of bonus research I'm going to get from him is going to be a lot higher. Alright, so Shroud Eaten population... Ooh. My population has... Hold on, let me check what just happened here. What was it saying? That all of my population is now less happy?
Construction complete.
Or just the Shroud Eaten population? Either way, there's not much I can do about it, one way or the other, so... No fret. So another really powerful effect of the jump drives is when you hit dead ends like this, they're not dead ends. I could just jump, you know, to a new system and capture it. It's like if the whole world was pawns and then all of a sudden you're a, you know, you're a queen or something in the game of chess.
Anomaly found.
Alright, and how many? Okay, so there's a decent garrison here. Not one that will really be able to hold out, but I might bombard this place for a bit. Just to soften it up, to make it easier for their armies to invade. And what about Zerk? No, that's not really an army there. So we're just waiting for this army to get there. I do need a new leader here, so I'm gonna recruit you and put you the leader of my army, whoever you are. Didn't much check her stats. Checking in on planets. So the glow always has complaints, but we'll try to fix those up. So I'm going to replace one of these with a city district. And that will open up some housing.
System survey complete.
Alright, let's go ahead and land my armies.
Our champions are making planetfall.
Punch way above
May the
our...
spirits protect them.
Well, no, we're not punching above our weight. We're just invading everybody. I could probably take on the galaxy at this point.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
Well, that certainly wasn't much of a fight. Let's keep hopping around. Tectus, you just had the army's rendezvous. Awesome.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
And that was over. Let's see here. Let's keep capturing the north. Check my war score. So, achieving my war goals really, really close. There's a new relic I can activate. I'm going to activate the Ether Drake trophy for unity and happiness. Alright, I probably will stop focusing on just anything and focus on their territories. The ones that they own. Or their colonies, rather. Because that's, that matters most to them. Alright, so I'm losing a few units here or there.
Our champions have secured
because I rushed into that fight quick, but nothing, no cost that I can't absorb. I'm gonna just jump to Fegaron here, or Farragon, and go after their colonies aggressively. But they're about to fold. It will not take much. I think they realize that this is safe harbor. You're called.
Granted us new wisdom.
Isn't that a big joke? All right, so I got Dyson spheres. Let's do matter. Let's do Sentry Array. That sounds good to me. And there we go.
Construction complete.
They're now a tribute of me. Mine, whatever. So if you take a look at the world map here, the galaxy map, the vast majority of it is our sort of beige color. I don't know how that ever became a thing. But let's keep going. Demanding tribute from you. And from you. I have it paused so they don't all, so I don't have to jump into a bunch of wars. And from you. And from you. So that is all of everybody I can demand tribute from.
Incoming transmission.
Someone's trying to pay me off. Sure, you can give me money. That does not mean I'm going to stop. Okay, so let's declare a bunch of wars now. Declare war. Make tribute.
The crusade of the righteous begins.
Declare war. Make tribute.
The crusade of the righteous begins.
And some of them had allies that came to defend them, so I can't make tributes of everybody. But, alright, well, that's a good start. We are one hop away from their territory. Tectus, you're going to go north to the Zanami. So I'm going to have you jump there. Fighting the whole rest of the galaxy all at once. Why not? Except for the Aztani. I don't make tributes out of them. They're bad little subjects.
Construction complete.
Alright, Curie here. You're going to need work. Let's add a research lab. Temple for you. Alright, there's tons of jobs and housing here. So, don't worry about that. I know it looks like crazy spam up here, but most of that can be ignored. Let's reach into the shroud, and... Okay, I didn't get the sensor range I was looking for, even though it was the easy one. Alright, so I'm in 2 wars. 2 tributary wars. So the Alvotharians had a bunch of defensive compacts, whereas the Consortium of Sathar did not. So the Consortium of Sathar, when I conquer them, they're conquered. Whereas the other guys have, you know, a triple defensive pact. Probably against me, actually. That's one of the things you'll see in this game is, if you get really strong, other people will start to do defensive pacts to sort of rival your influence and power.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, so I got that Ascension perk here, and we are going to unlock Colossus Project. Colossus Project is basically sort of the Death Star. I think you can think of it as such. Let's get more food from farmers. I just got some more medicine. Marvels of medicine or something.
Complete.
Alright, so this is... Wow. This is your homeworld and you have almost no troops in garrison. You made some dreadful mistakes.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them.
I think because I can hop
Complete.
around, I'm just going to go after their... Ooh, another ring section just restored, so let's go ahead and get a colony ship out. But yeah, I think because I can jump around,
Our champions have secured
I
a
will
heathen planet.
focus on just attacking their population centers. I'll just jump from population center to population center, because they don't really have fleets that I can't take out, even with my my penalty, my 50% reduced penalties. Another safe harbor planet, huh? This one again does not have an army protecting it. You guys.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect
fools.
them. Construction complete. Our champions have secured a heathen planet.
So as you can see here, I'm just jumping around. Pushes the war score quick. Alright, so this is the last tradition I can unlock. That unlocks my last ascension perk. Well, that wouldn't be terrible, but I don't really have the alloys to fuel a bunch of megastructures. The Transcendent Learning would be really good. My leaders would level up faster, but I don't know. Part of me wants to just say Consecrated Worlds, because that would be the most roleplay. So that's what I'm going to do.
The spirits have granted us new wisdom.
Alright, let's get Neurotissue Engineering and Ring Worlds. Why not? Research for research's sake.
Construction complete.
Again, another capital world that has no one on it. Why do they do this to themselves? I have not a clue.
Our champions are making planetfall. May the spirits protect them. Construction complete.
Oh, one of my commanders just got labeled an armchair, or one of my generals got labeled a armchair commander. That's not good. Okay. Well, you're gonna get fired. You had a good run. Let's see. You. Yeah, none of their planets have armies. You guys are the least prepared. Oh, but there's Ro here. It would be really good idea to make claims on that Zro, but I need a ton of additional influence to do it.
Our champions have secured a heathen planet. Construction complete.
That would allow me to use my super special shields. Nah, I know that's not what they're called, but that's basically what they are. Alright, Tectus is just cleaning up the Zanami. Looks like someone captured my Jindor black hole system. But, guys, I am just about out of time. So, I hope you've enjoyed this full court press episode. If you have any tips, tricks, feedback for me, drop me a line. I do know that there were some complaints about sound levels and about the UI scale, so hopefully I've resolved some of those issues. And like always, thank you so very much for supporting the series, and I'll catch you all later. Adios, friends.